Good afternoon. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Um, Second time that we've faced the fight in the Illini, and we know we have to do a much better job of rebounding the basketball. We gave up far too many second chance opportunities the first time that we played against them. Kofi is a handful. We understand that, but we've got to make sure it's a collective group effort and keeping bodies off the board and going to get the basketball. We did some things in that game that gave us a chance to feel a little bit of confidence on the road where we had the lead at halftime. We didn't obviously finish the way that we would need to. And, Kofi's he's a tough cover. There's no doubt about it. He's one of the best, if not the best big man in the country. We've got to make him work. This team is terrific on the offensive glass as well. So then you add in Cabello to the mix, who's a dynamic point guard who played really well. We've got our work cut out for us. Looking forward to the challenge. It's a great opportunity for us to knock off one of the better teams in the country and create some momentum for us as we finish up our conference slate.
Questions? Go ahead, Marcus.
Hey, Coach, knowing Kofi is so good on both ends of the floor, how do you plan on making him work on the defensive end and not just allowing him to kind of like be a weak side defender, like make him guard, make him expend some energy, possibly get him in foul trouble like you got the two early ones in the first game?
Well, one of the biggest things for us is offensively. They're a very good defensive team. And so knowing we've got to get the ball to the second and third side and have, to be honest with you, Kofi's man is going to set ball screens and we're going to have to make him move around a little bit and defend ball screens and kind of attack them from that angle, if you will. When we went small against them the last time we played them, we had some success with that. And then getting out in transition and trying to put pressure on their defense before they get a chance to get set. Those are things that we've worked on today in practice, and hopefully we'll be able to use some of those tactics throughout the course of the ball game, depending on time, score, momentum, and foul trouble. But, Kofi's going to touch the basketball. We understand that from an offensive standpoint. We want to limit his offensive rebound opportunities by keeping a body on him. And then defensively, we want that ball to go from side to side, and then we want to continue to get paint touches too. We know Kofi's a paint presence for him, a terrific rim protector. We want to get to the paint and then have to make a good, quick decision from there. Either it's a shot or kick out to a shooter or catch and drive it and get another paint touch.
Thanks, Coach.
Emily?
Kind of going off on the same topic, is there anything you think Q and Julian better understand now heading into this matchup than they did when they were just kind of listening to the scouting report before the last time you faced Illinois?
Yes, I do. They have the experience of a game under their belt playing against them. It's one thing for when I was a player and into my career, you get older, you get slower and all that stuff. So, you guard Shaq for me. And it's like, okay, this is what you got to do to guard Shaq. And it's, all right, coach, that sounds good. And then all of a sudden you get out there and you're like, oh, damn, I get it now, right? So they had that, I get it now moment playing against them the last time. I thought Julian battled fairly well against them to be his first time playing up against somebody that dynamic and that big. Q has a little bit more experience under his belt. And so, we watched some tape and some things that we need to do better from a technique point of view in terms of trying to make him catch the ball a little bit further out than he normally catches it. And that's a tall order, we understand. But, we've got to try to put that work in to make it a little bit tougher for him to get post touches.
And then just follow up, you talked about the spirit in practice and morale and things like that. After this last loss, is this anything you discussed or is it just unspoken that everyone's going to keep fighting? Like, where do you think everyone is in that regard right now? Well,
to be honest with you, it's the question, we ask these guys on a semi-regular basis is what's your why? What's your passion? And that's part of the reason that you play this game. And you always keep that in mind, regardless of the situation that you're in, regardless of how things are going. That is part of the driving force for each individual. And then collectively, we bring it together as a group. But, that's something we talked about, I think 2 film sessions ago. What's your why? What motivates you? What makes you go out there and compete at this game? And a lot of different guys, it's a lot of different reasons. But whatever that reason is, or those reasons are, you make sure you keep those in the forefront when you're out there competing and battling. And a lot of the guys, it was passion, love of the game. I want to be able to provide for my family. I want to be able to take care of, my mom, I want to buy her a house, whatever that is. You got to make sure you have that passion in your belly when you're stepping out there competing. And that's something that, we talk to our guys about all the time. At this age, and I was this age once as a player, many, many moons ago. And, the things that Coach Brown said to me and the coaching staff said to me, sometimes you don't gather all of it until it's a little bit later and you're a little bit older, to be honest with you. But, sharing with these guys, it goes quick. Appreciate the opportunities that you have to go out there and play this game that you love, because sooner or later, you're not going to be able to do it. And it's going to be for a variety of reasons, whether it's your body just time to shut it down or not good enough. But at some point in time, it's going to come to a stop. So make sure that you appreciate it. You take advantage of every opportunity that you have.
Sean Stepner.
Hey, Coach. Yeah, that was kind of along the lines of where I was going with my question. I mean, you share what you're kind of preaching to the guys and how to handle it, but where do you think they are mentally right now?
Well, I mean, obviously, when you're not winning games the way you want to win games, or you're not playing to the level that you feel like you're playing at, yeah, there's always going to be some disappointment, if you will. And a lot of it is from an individual point of view, knowing that, possibly you could give a little bit more. And so, looking in the mirror and saying, what more can I bring? What more can I give? That's part of the message as well, too. What can I do every possession to have an impact on this game outside of shooting the basketball? And that's something that we talk about with our energy generating behaviors. And so for us, our energy generating behaviors are things that we try to hang our hat on, but we try to hang our hat on at every possession. And that's something that, we didn't do to the level that we needed to the last time out to secure a win.
Any other questions, guys?
All righty then.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Take care. Oh, they're coming behind you. Yeah.